All right, here we go. Table one. Matt Rezendes and Run Run. All right, so we are back at the 8th Annual Budweiser Classic at the Snookers in Providence, Rhode Island. Looks like Run Run is coming up with the lag there. This is a race to 6, folks. 2 C players. We are guaranteed to see a C player in the finals. So go ahead, tell us again. A C player's got 0 shot at winning this event. You know what? You're absolutely right. That's why one of them is guaranteed to be in the finals now, right?
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. No chance. No shot.
One's
No
taking
chance.
third.
One's taking third. One's taking second or first.
First or second. Yep.
And that's just the bottom line. That's it. That's it. So I'm really excited, Ray. I'm really happy with the turnout, the participation with the event, the support from all the different player pools and the different rooms. And, I mean, it's been great. It's been really, really great. And, again, I just want to say I'm thankful for the pool community that we have over here and just how everybody's embraced, the movement here.
The Ship the Cash kind of united everybody together, and you're starting to bring more people together here on Wednesday night.
Yeah, I think they needed kind of a guy from their side almost. So you know what I mean by that?
Yeah, no,
absolutely. It's not an outsider. I'm not the guy that likes to sit on the other side of the tournament chart and dictate. I like to be right in with those guys. I know what it's like. I'm one of them, you know.
Right.
And I just kind of stepped aside and said, "Hey guys, I'll do what we've been talking about. Let me do what we've been discussing." So I think that's why they've really embraced my efforts here. So glad that that's working out, and I appreciate everybody's support. But
this is Matt at the table. Now, this is actually the first time I've had a chance to actually sit down and watch Matt play. So let's see what kind of skills he has.
Giving him the thumbs up from the booth over here. He's like, "Oh, man, I dogged my first shot." I said, "Don't worry about it, pal. Thumbs up. Let's go. Bear down, bro. You're almost there. Almost there." So, funny, I don't even want to call him the loser. The guy that doesn't win this match gets $1,400. Damn, what a sad day, huh?
Yeah.
What a sad day.
How do you like that?
Yeah, terrible. Yeah, $1,400 for losing this, huh? That's all right. What a terrible, terrible time. So, we got a race to 6 here. These are 2 C division players. Racing to 6. Down to our final 3. Our winner of the hot seat was Jared Demalia, undefeated. He just mounted a serious comeback against Run Run. Run Run was on the hill for, I want to say, a very good portion of that match, to be honest. What was the largest gap there? I want to say it was maybe 4-3.
Hill 3 maybe? I was thinking.
It might be Hill 3 or maybe 4-3. Run going to 6 there. At 4, he needed to really make a huge comeback, and he was able to do it. It came down to the final game, and it was just unbelievable. Now, these guys are definitely starting to feel the heat there. They need to really bear down and just play their game and enjoy themselves and know that they're winners no matter what. They won.
Right.
Like they're winners this weekend. They absolutely won. There's no sad feelings, harsh feelings if they can't win this match here. I mean, they just need to enjoy it, play some pool.
That's all.
Just play some pool here, guys. So, yeah, I'm not sure, but I think we had Matt Rezendes on the stream yesterday at one point, and unfortunately, I don't think we hit record. Was that match? Was that the match that we didn't hit record? There was one match that we weren't able to record. I think it might have been Matt's match, but
no, I don't remember doing commentary for Matt, and it was the second match of the day that we didn't catch.
Yeah, I'm not really sure which match that was.
It was 2 A players in a
Oh,
first
Mike
round
Minnie and
match.
Dev. That's who it was. It was
Yeah.
Mike Minnie and Dev.
Yeah,
That was the
we
first round
didn't
match that we
catch
didn't
one.
record. My fault. I thought that was one of Matt Rezendes' matches there, but
I think that's the only one missed, right? Pretty much.
yeah, that's it. Yeah, we've recorded everything from there. You get one mistake and then that's it. Now we got to
Then
hit
you're
that pro
done.
gear.
Yeah.
We got to hit that pro speed. You get one mistake and then you don't get another shot. So we've been getting some really good support in the room. A lot of people are watching the match in the room right now. Got some spectators that came down.
I think someone's going to be called to watch ahead.
Not really sure. I mean, to be honest, this is kind of one of those ones that I think is going to be cut dry. Like I could call this from a mile away. I mean, if it's that close, that's a bad hit.
Good call.
Good call, right? Close your eyes. Tell me what happens.
That was the mile away call.
That was the mile away call, and it was accurate. So this table here is not really something that you can attack. Not sure what he's thinking here. I think I kind of like coming behind with the cue ball there. I like that a little bit better. I like something like that. You got that giant 6-ball to work with there. Not really sure what he wants to do as far as attacking it, but I kind of like being behind it. Yeah, something like that. Something in that region where he's aiming there.
Well,
I'm not sure if he's got a lot of room there to nuzzle that.
Yeah, this is fine as long as he sticks on for the 6. If he can stick on for the 6 right there, he should be fine.
And that was okay. That's great. Great containing shot. And I got to say, throughout the tournament alone, we've seen Run get a lot stronger as far as his defensive play.
Well, he's been coming around. I'm going to say maybe 6 months that I've recognized him in the pool room here. And he's advanced. He's advanced within those 6 months at a pretty good clip.
We got that message over there. We had Kerry McAuliffe on the chat there saying, "Hey, who's that spectator lurking in the playing area?" And that was our good friend Earl. I think he kind of just drifted. You know, when you're sitting on a raft and you don't realize what you're doing out there, and next thing you know, you're about 300 feet from your blanket at the beach, and you're like, "Hey, how the heck did I get over here?" That's what happened there. That was an unintentional drift. He started at the wall and he just kind of leaned in and leaned in. And he's drawn in. The players are drawn to this action right now, and can't blame him for that. So we handled that. Thank you for the heads up, Kerry. I wasn't aware of that, but we handled that. Thank you.
That was a call from a mile away. See?
That was a call from a mile away, Kerry. You're actually about 50 miles away, I think. So great call. Run's looking to play another defensive shot here. It looks like he wants to roll on top of the 6-ball or something like that. Now, see, he's really got that thought process. He looks like he turned into a statue. That stream is not frozen, folks. Stream is not frozen. That was him checking the shot out. But he literally just turned into a statue. It looks like it's frozen, but it's not.
There he goes.
He's going to roll the 3-ball into the 5, I believe, and try to roll the cue ball under the 7. That looks like what he's going at. Well, he went that way. Okay. That's pretty containing, to be honest. It's pretty good save. This is a 2-rail shot, and that's the only thing I see. You got to play up to the top rail over where the top left of your screen there. You got to hit right over where the chalk is there with a little bit of right spin. And try to come back through there. I don't see another shot. Do you see something else, Ray? Am I not seeing something?
He might be able to get underneath that 7-ball.
Yeah, I think I can see that. Yeah, that's possible. Let's see if he gets there.
Well,
No dice.
I mean, it was tight. It was tight.
And that was 3.
That was 3.
So the guy that doesn't know safes very well is learning throughout the tournament. And I mean, come on, how much better can you get? Remember we were talking about that earlier, Ray, where whatever your skill level is, you gotta be a little bit stronger than that. You gotta be a little bit stronger than what the skill level is. You just got to keep progressing and never stall.
Okay, now, I've noticed a couple of Matt's breaks, and he has been pocketing balls. Although he didn't on that one. The 8 ball gets in the way of the 1.
And that's a dry break.
And we're looking for a push out. Looks like he's just going to go kicking at it, which doesn't have to be a bad thing. But you got to make the hit.
And again, that's that fast rail that he's still not comfortable with as far as speed goes. That speed is really what it is. I mean, any table in this room other than this one, any other table other than this one, and that would have made contact for sure. But the fast rails, they're gonna make your kicks, your banks, anything going into the rail, it's gonna come a little bit shorter than the slower rails would do.
Now, in the position that Run was in right there, where he elected to kick at the ball, he could have actually pushed to make the kick easier. He's still going to kick at it, but let's make the kick easier by just pushing that cue ball up a little bit.
I see your point there.
The other player comes to the table, sees the kick, he says, you know what, you have it. So you're getting it back, but now your cue ball is in a better position to make that kick.
Yeah.
I kind of mentioned that yesterday during a match, pushing to make your tough shot a little bit easier.
Yeah. And again, with the push, the idea behind the push is push out to something that you think you know much better than your opponent does. And there's always a chance that in a push out situation that your opponent kicks or banks or something and he gets lucky. I mean, that's always going to be a what if, but for the most part, you're trying to push out to a position where you see something you don't think your opponent's going to see and something that you feel somewhat comfortable executing versus something where the opponent's going to be like, nah, I'm not shooting that, bro. You do it. Right. You say, ha, 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 I can't believe he gave that back.
Watch this.
Watch this, pal.
Pow, right in the kisser.
Pow, right in the kisser. That's right. Got to get around that 8 ball, and he does. But, yeah, a lot of times I was actually showing Run a kick shot like this in a push-out situation where I say, hey, say you break and you make a ball, and you just can't see that 1 ball. You can't see the 1. You push to a position like so, and I showed him how to push where you're kicking, into the long rail to send the 1 ball up table and kind of split the 1 and the cue ball. So the cue ball comes back down the table under that cluster of balls, and the 1 ball goes up table. And, that was that type of situation, and hopefully that comes into play for him at some point, and that information helps him out. But, that's definitely right on target with what you're saying there. Push out to something where you're like, hey, I know this kick shot, and I don't think my opponent even knows how to kick, so I'm going to go ahead and leave him this. Offer it to him anyhow. And Run holding his hand up there saying, I'm sorry, that was unintentional. But hey, in 9 ball, luck is definitely part of the game. But you have to be able to maintain your mental composure, not get frustrated, and you just got to stay focused. And a great example of that was our last match, the hot seat, Run and Jared Demalia. Jared had to maintain his composure. Run had a couple of favorable rolls. He was really just put in terrible situations, and he was able to overcome. So, good advice right there. Looks like he's playing a little bit of inside English on this. And that put him down into the bottom rail. I love how Run's just smiling. He's like, hey, I'm just happy to be here, guys. Hey, this is fun. This is great. I'm having a good time. You know, a lot of times after competing in this game for so long, players kind of make pool almost like a demon, and they have to like conquer this demon, and they take the fun out of it that was actually the reason they fell in love with the game.
Right. Yeah.
And it really hurts them. It really does.
Well, it goes hand in hand of what we talked about earlier about you have to enjoy the game.
Yeah.
You know,
if you don't enjoy the game, it's so hard to play well and do well.
Right. The balls have to look pretty.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. I love that 6 ball that I'm shooting right now. You know, the one that I'm stuck against the rail and it's really hard to make anything happen with it? Yeah, I love it. I love this shot. I think we were saying that about the music as well. The song comes on, you never heard it in your life. Hey, it's my favorite song. This isn't your favorite song too?
Yeah,
Crazy?
gotta be.
I was going online to the side. Don't know. It's not going to get there. So Matt Rezendes has a 4-ball table here. This is something where he can utilize it to get comfortable.
Talking about the playlist, for some reason it kind of shut down.
You know, we're gonna take care of that.
Yeah.
We're gonna hit him with a little bit more of the Who, I think.
Okay.
Excuse me for a sec.
Mike's leaving us.
I'm never leaving you. Just take a break here and there.
All right, here we go. Matt has a little bit more of an angle on the shot than he would like. Not sure if he's going to have to cross over to the other side of the table or if he can follow straight down on it. Left himself pretty steep cut on this. Wow. Wow. Just glides it right in. That was a good shot. He hit that pretty clean. I think Heidi's over here, his wife, holding her breath, watching the match. Hey, Run. He's been looking at the racks more than anybody I've seen playing in the tournament this weekend. Trying to read the rack, how the balls are breaking.
Got to hit him with the Who.
Yeah, the Lemon's front.
Yeah, that's right. Lemon's front. If it's not on your playlist, put it on there. If you disagree, try bowling.
I saw the Who in '82, Shea Stadium.
Got to say, I'm a little envious there. I wasn't around for that, but I gotta say, can't say I wish I was, but I wish I could have experienced that. I was mainly through the late 80s into the 90s there. So I got a lot of, that Michael Jackson flavor and all that other jazz in my stuff, and I got that grunge rock group stuff. Got a lot of that in my arsenal,
Def
my music.
Leppard, is
Yeah,
that Def Leppard, that might have been early '80s. Def Leppard.
Yeah, I want to say, I had, the Guns N' Roses and Metallica. Those are things that I grew up listening to, and I also had a lot of influence with the early hip hop stuff too. So, when it comes to music, I'm everywhere, literally, and I like that. Music gives you a dictated emotion, and If you can dictate the right emotion, especially in a pool room, hey, you're doing something good there.
Absolutely.
It's part of why we play the music like we do. One guy gets upset with the room all quiet. Guess what? The rest of the room's frustrated too. You know? Hey, you rack the balls like a yo-yo. Well, now the rest of the room's like, oh my God, look at it. Listen to this guy. They don't want to hear that. They want to hear the who. They want to hear the jams. They want to rock out, jam out, chill out. Maybe some Pink Floyd. Pink Floyd, love playing a Pink Floyd, right?
Pink Floyd, yeah.
Gotta love that. Run for the 3-9 combination. Carom. 3-9 carom. It's not going to go.
Not going.
I think something right there. Right there. He was thinking while he was down. He changed his mind a few times while he was down on the shot. At that point, you got to kind of stand up, reapproach, make your decision, and then get down and shoot. Get down and execute. If you're down, you're there to execute. Anything changes there, you got to get up. Get up right away.
That was a good shot right there. Get a good angle to get onto your 7 ball.
And he's going to be somewhat straight here. He's got a little angle to roll down underneath.
He can get to the bottom rail, and then even if he comes up 1 foot,
play smooth inside English here. Get up there. That's gonna do it okay.
That's 6 inches, but
yeah,
maybe 8.
Yeah, 6, 8.
But make the 7 now.
Yeah,
and pretty much stop the cue.
Right. That's what we're looking to do here. Send the 7 right up the rail. A couple inches off the rail. Roll the 8 in. Roll the 9 in the same pocket. And put your bead up. Now, is it me or is Matt Rezendes shooting with the Revo shaft? Is that what that is?
I believe it is.
I don't know of any other.
Have you tried a
quality
Revo shaft?
I haven't tried one. I've seen them.
You know what I don't like about it
What's
is
that?
I can't see. I kind of can't see the shaft because it's not white against the green cloth. I can see the shaft better.
It's the shadowless.
It is. It's
the shadowless cue.
But similar to the Revo, I heard was a shaft made by Predator called Vantage.
Yeah, I think Run had purchased one of those recently.
Yeah,
and,
he did.
I don't think he was a fan. He didn't like it. He went back to what he's got there. I'm not sure what he's shooting with right now. Maybe we can get a glimpse of that decal there. All right, Run going up 2-0. 2-0. Run Zoo over Matt Rezendes in a race to 6. 2-0. You see these guys smiling and enjoying themselves. I think they're really embracing this, and they're just saying, hey, you know what? We're winners. We won.
Yep.
We won today. Great job. Great job.
Hey.
So I see a couple other spectators in the room here. We got Patrick O'Connor, Rick Barrett, Kevin Brule, Tom Hannon, Gary the Guy, Nelson Oliveira, Len Cumbo,
Francisco 5K Cabral.
Oh yeah, he's chilling. We got Mr. Josh Caesar, Ryan Hemingway, Charlie Garabedian. Mike Webb's in the building.
I don't think Lucas is done. I see Lucas down on table 6.
Yeah, he's not done. I think he's hitting balls. I think he wants to say, hey, pal, whatever you take out of there, let's do it again. I think he's looking to get into some action here. Lucas said, hey, you know what, Matt? You're not doing that again. You're not beating me twice.
Let's see what you got here.
So, Ray, we talk about the mental approach of this game sometimes. We've had a lot of nice conversations. I got a question for you about this, okay? So, in a tournament format, right, You have to play your opponent. That's the only option you have. That's the guy. Hey, you have to play this guy. Right now, on this table, this is the race. This is what's at stake. It's dictated to you. You can't choose. Now, hypothetically, you say, hey, I want to match up with that guy, and I want to play for this much, and we're going to play on this table. Same exact game as the tournament was, but because you chose it, what's the mental difference there? I mean, just because it's your choice, you know, the guy's going to feel a little different about the set, you know? I mean, let's say you play a set against a guy in a tournament and you beat him, whatever the race may be, even, handicapped, whatever. You beat the guy in the tournament, then the same guy comes over and says, hey, you want to play that race again for X, Y, or Z? And you say no, or do you say yes? I mean, you understand what I'm saying, right?
Yeah, but I mean, it's.
I mean, what's the handoff there?
I mean, I like matching up than tournament play because all the time I'm in the pool room, I want to be on the table.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, you want to match up with somebody, sink your teeth into a match and say, hey, I am engulfed in the game of pool right now.
Let's do 8, 10, 12-hour session, and play some pool. In a tournament, you could be in the pool room for 12 hours, but only been on the table for 3.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm totally with you there.
So, I mean, that's the way I feel about it.
Yeah, but I mean, in your personal opinion,
you're trying to get into the psychology of how each one plays out. Is that what you're
well, not really how it plays out, but just what's the do you just feel more confident going in because you chose to do it versus it being dictated to you? You know what I mean?
Well,
like say Lucas and Matt just played.
I can say this: if you choose to go into a match, you're calculating yourself as the favorite.
Yeah, if you weren't, then I mean, there's times where you're going to donate something. You're like, hey, I want to take a shot at the big guy for $50 or something like that. I mean, those are different stories. But for the most part, if you really want to go match up with somebody, you're like, hey, I want to play against you. If you're going like that, yeah, you feel like you're the favorite, that you are going to win.
Right. So anybody that bets on a match feels as though they're the favorite.
Oh, Run just hung that 9-ball, 4-9 combination. It actually rolled forward to the pocket and then bumped right back up. But, yeah, I think that maybe just choosing that you want to play against somebody gives you a mental advantage versus a playing advantage. And, it's kind of like a league format. I'm not really into a league format, the normal league format because, you sit there and you're watching, and eventually they say, hey, you have to play that guy right now, and this is the race, and this is what table you're playing on, and it's 11:45 or it's 7:45, and they dictate to you what you have to do. And I don't like that mentality sometimes. And I'm like, well, I really didn't want to play at this time. I wanted to play at this time, or I'd rather play the guy on this table. You get what I'm saying?
You know when you pay your entry what you're signing up for.
Oh, no kidding. I mean, in a tournament format, it feels different because, the options are very vast. Like, there's a lot of different ways that the day can go for you. But as far as the league goes, you kind of just sit there with your crew and the other guy's crew, and it's like, all right, eventually somebody's going to say, hey, go play that guy. Hey, go play that guy right now.
Yeah.
I want you to go play that guy right this second. If we still got KM Runout, Kerry McCall, if you're very versed in the league formats and things like that, if you're listening to the audio here, which I think you are, can you give us your opinion on that? You and I have had some very lengthy conversations about this game. So I'd love to get your opinion on that. So back to the game here. Matt Rezendes is looking to put his first beat up there. He's got the 8 and the 9. Looking very, very composed. Got to slow down there. Don't want to get too close. He got a little close to his work there.
See, not playing on this table, coming over, not expecting that little extra spring.
Yeah, a lot of players have, I don't want to say it's an issue, but they have difficulty understanding that they don't have to stroke the ball. And, maybe it's like, most of the time it's comfortable to stroke the ball in. You want to hit it kind of firm. it's comfortable to shoot the ball that way. And with the fast table, sometimes, you can't do that, and it kind of takes your comfort away. So you really have to have some good fundamentals to really execute the shot properly. Make sure the ball's spinning the right way as it hits into the pocket and everything. I think that's one of the biggest disconnects when players jump on a table like this, fast and tight.
Well, Earl Strickland gave me some advice one time. He said he tells me that you can make the shot, just leave yourself a little longer. That was his advice of playing on faster tables.
So can you elaborate on that just a bit? So he said you can make the shot, just leave yourself a little longer.
Yeah. So don't try to get real close position on the balls when you can make the shots.
Yeah. Okay. So
leave yourself a little longer. Don't try to get in so close.
So he's saying, if the maximum distance, I should say, the minimum distance that you want to be from the ball, the object ball, the next object ball is, say, 8 inches. He's saying try to leave yourself 2 feet from the ball,
right?
And don't go any. Don't try to
Don't worry. Try to get that close.
Yeah, stay on the right side of the ball. Stay on the correct side of the ball. I don't like to use the word right when talking about pool. It can get confusing, but the correct side of the ball. Run 2. 3 games to 0. Am I seeing this right? I see 3-1 down there. Did we miss a rack?
We may have.
I mean, that's definitely possible.
Confirm with Heidi or somebody on the rail. We may have missed one.
Apologies to you guys. I'm not sure how we missed that. Ryan. 3-1.
Yeah, we must apologize for that.
Sorry about that, guys. I'm going to take full responsibility for that. Apologies, folks. Okay, so we got a 3-1 game. 3-1 match. He was looking to block with that 4 ball, but came up a little bit short. I think he was expecting to get a little more speed out of that rail, and it just did not happen. Run playing safe again.
Yeah.
I got to say, I'm really proud of him. I'm proud of all the guys that came into the cash, all the players, but I'm really proud of Run because those are his weak points of his game, and he just keeps progressing throughout the tournament, throughout the weekend. You can see him getting better at it. Like he's in between matches waiting for his next match, and he's on the table in the corner, and he's practicing his break. He's practicing, his kicks, or he's practicing trying to safe the guy and stuff. He's really he's putting in work. And,
he's at training camp.
He is.
That's what
he is at training camp. That's
what
right.
Snookers is over there. This is training camp.
You're not kidding. And once a week we have a little party. We call it Wednesday night action. And all the guys come through, and we shoot. We have a good time. And again, Ray, I'm real excited for the fall season in this room. I mean,
yeah,
we're going to see some serious numbers, I'm sure.
I know, and I think we're going to see more guys starting to match up.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Action picks up a little bit more.
Most
you know
definitely.
what I'm really impressed about the sportsmanship of all the players that played this tournament this weekend.
Oh
I don't think we had one loud voice at any time. No altercations between players. Not an argument at all.
I want to say that it's kind of my fault. I don't let it really happen. Like, once a little thing happens, like a lot of these guys are familiar with, me being the tournament director, and they don't give me a reason to talk to them very much, because they've seen when a newcomer comes and they're a little they're a little unfamiliar with the actual rules and the way, the etiquette that we dictate and all. And I'll tell everyone the same way. And I think I mentioned to you before, one of the players said, "Hey, we're going to start calling you tight ship the cash because I don't let things slip through.
Yeah,
And
right.
you know, and I think they appreciate that, you know, because they're like, hey, if I might have, you know, they don't do it intentionally. Sometimes maybe they do, but you know, most of the time they don't do something intentionally, and they're like, oh man, I totally didn't realize what I was doing. Hey, no problem. Just wanted to remind you of the rule. You must be seated and still in your chair, or something like that. Or
Right.
hey, don't forget, you got to take a break while it's your turn. You can't leave the table while the guy's shooting the 8-ball or something. You know, you're not allowed to do those things. And you just got to remind these people. But, I mean, pro player down to the beginner, I tell them all the same way. I don't yell at them. I'm just, you know, I try to maintain that thing. And I think that combined with the rules themselves, as far as the gameplay goes, rack your own, alternate break, it takes away a lot of the opportunity to actually have a disagreement. So, you know, you don't have the guy arguing about the rack. Hey, he gave me a bad rack. Re-rack the balls. This is no good. We don't want to see that.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't even have that argument. It's impossible. It doesn't exist. And you know, as far as people moving in their chair and trying to throw shark moves and stuff, I mean, it's dictated by the rules. If you do those things, you're going to get a warning, and then you're going to give the guy ball in hand. And hey, guess what? You cheat or do something like that, you can be disqualified. And you know, they're starting to understand it's better to do things the right way and earn it versus trying to get something the wrong way and get that quick win. And doing it, you know, the ugly way is how I like to say it. But, you know, you're absolutely right. The sportsmanship is through the roof. It's great. No one does the wrong thing. And if they do, it's kind of like a mental error, like missing a shot. They're not like trying to do the wrong thing. They just, you know, it's an accidental slip up.
Yeah.
But I'm also very happy with how that's going. We want this game to not be the ugly thing that some people think it is and what some people turn it into. But if you can't act the right way, this isn't the place for you. We want nice, respectful gameplay, and that's what we get. So Matt looking to put another beat up there.
You know, watching Matt play, and this is the first time I've had a chance to see him play for a little while, that it looks like he does all the right things. It's
Just speeds a little off.
He's just a little off on everything. Just a little too long, a little too short.
His speed's a little off, and I want to say maybe his actually rate of play is a little bit quick for my liking, especially in this type of situation. Just a little too quick. I mean, everybody's got their, you know, their perfect rhythm that they play in, where, you know, they feel most comfortable and they're going to compete at the best level for their own comfort and whatever. But, like, you know, he's stalking the shot here. That's great. And, you know, I see him executing here. But I've seen him shoot a few of them in a row, and then he gets down and pounds the last ball there. And it's like, you know, you got to take a little bit more time there just to double check and everything. All right, nice shot, Matt. He's going to come right above the 9-ball, very comfortable. Very comfortable. Let's pocket the ball. Nice shot. All right, Matt going 2 games. 3 games to 2. We're in a race to 6. I can't even say it. I can't spit out the word loser. The person that does not win this match loses by getting $1,400.
The eliminated person.
Yeah, the eliminated party will get $1,400. That's a terrible day.
What do we went on break again?
Yeah, the players went on break real quick, and while we're doing that, we're gonna check out this chat stuff. Kerry, I don't know if I asked you a good question or not. I see a book. No, it's not a book. All right. I think you're talking about 3 different formats: match, league, tournament. Each has its own requirements and a different skill set. Sometimes a portion of those skills overlap, and sometimes they conflict. One big difficulty for a match or gambling type player is that they become used to the idea that you can always go again. In a tourney, you get one chance at this guy. This match, there's no go again. This often leads to the post-match. You can't beat me. Let's play for 500. Blank censored. if that would somehow change the result of the match that already did happen. Kerry, I'm understanding what you're saying there. So basically, he's basically explaining that, in the tournament, you don't get another shot. You get one shot. You get one chance to do it. And if you don't execute right then and there, that's it. There's no tomorrow. And I like that aspect of it, Kerry. I knew I asked you for a reason. I like that aspect of it. You don't get it tomorrow. Do it now, or that's it. You're done. So I see that in the tournament play. We're just waiting for the players to return to the table. While we wait, just want to remind everybody, we are over at Snookers in Providence, Rhode Island. The 8th Annual Budweiser Classic, $5,000 guaranteed first place prize. We are in this beautiful tournament room right now. And also wanted to mention the Wednesday night action event. That's the poster for the Wednesday night action event. We got a progressive 10-ball break and run pot. Got an action table. Table 8 becomes the $5 action table. Got a custom dry board over there. It's the action table board. Put your name up there. When your name comes up, rack the balls. Winner stays on 5 a game. And that runs until closing. There is always somebody on that table. But
Wednesday nights will never be the same.
No, they will not. And you know what? They're not. They're not the same.
They're not the same.
Hey, Ray, I made a promise. I kept my word.
Yeah.
Wednesday nights will never be the same. And they're not. So, yeah, if you want some more information about that, you can call down to Snookers. You can email me at shipthecash@gmail.com. Or you can check us out on Facebook at the Ship the Cash website or the Snookers Facebook page, or even my personal page. It's Mike DeMarco. So back to the table. Got Matt Rezendes coming to break, trailing by 1 game.
It's a unique break hue he has.
I was just going to say that.
It's like purple hot wood.
It's like a magenta color. That's pretty sick. I love that.
Yeah.
That's great.
Purple hot wood was that color. Mike Webb would know what that is. But.
Get him over here. He's on table 11 right now. Get him on the line.
Get him on the line.
I wish we could incorporate that into the streams. Like the call-ins. I'd love to have people be able to call in and say, "Hey, this is
caller number 3."
Yeah, caller number 3 is this, and Johnny No Name is on the line. He's looking to get into action.
First time caller, long time listener. Yeah.
First time caller, long time listener. Yeah, that's great. But I'm going to look to incorporate that into this. That would be great. I know we have the ability to do the chat there, but I really like the idea of someone being able to voice their opinion, like literally voice it, and have their vocal opinion broadcasted. Maybe we'd have to delay that with some of those you-know-whats. Hey, let me tell you something about pool, mother.
Well, let me tell you what.
I'll tell you something about this game of pool. And then we're going to say, all right, back to the table. Not sure who that was. Gotta get one of the lovely ladies at Snookers to screen the calls for us. Say, hey, make sure we don't have a crazy person on the line, and then we'll patch him through. So, Run looking to kick this 2-ball. It's looking like he's got a decent line to do it. Again, that's that fast rail. He's thinking that spin is going to take at the angle that he's coming in at, and it's just not able to do so. It's coming too short. He's got to, either increase his rotations on the ball, or he's going to have to aim a little bit wider, come a little bit longer on his kicks. Same with Banks here, but we've consistently seen that happen with him playing those types of shots there. Got to take your notes, do your homework. When you do something good, take a note. When you do something wrong, take a note. Remember everything. Keep that information locked in your head. Don't forget it. All right, and
That was a good shot.
that was a good shot. I think he might have left him the top of the ball here. Slight eclipse. Sorry about that blur again, folks.
I think he's going to try the masse.
And he's looking to kick again now. He's looking like he wants to go to that short rail. And that's the way he's going to go. Going to go to kick it. And again,
he didn't gauge anything there.
He was just trying to feel it out.
Yeah,
trying to feel it out there. I believe run is on 2. Is that correct?
Oh, yeah, it's possible.
I think that's 2 in a row. Let's see. Is that 3 ball stuck to the rail there? It looks like it's pretty stuck on there. You know, something that is always like, oh man, you get the guy on 2, but for some reason, you can't see another safety.
Yeah, it's usually, you know, when there's a few balls on the table and balls are close to the rail, there's less to hide behind.
Absolutely. Just going to send that ball up table? Or is he actually going to try to draw into that 4 ball?
I think he's got his eye on the 4, and he's going to try to bank the 3.
Maybe trying to carry him that 4 ball. I was starting to think that we didn't have music again, Ray, and then I realized it's the intro to a Pink Floyd song.
Uh-huh.
Wish You Were Here. What a great one. Great tune. And with that Revo shaft. Pow.
Oh, that was a good shot.
There it is.
See?
Right here, just has to make sure that he pockets this ball. He's really going to go up near the 5 regardless. He's just got to go around that 9 ball, but and let's see where he ends up. He's going to come right down into some decent position. Not bad.
Yeah.
He's going to want to draw into the rail right above the 9 ball. It comes soft 3 rails right underneath the 6.
He's going to follow straight through, actually, and hit just before the side pocket.
Good call, Ray. Good call. Again, looking at this screen over here versus looking at the table, I mean,
yeah,
it's just
it's
so
tough
deceiving.
Sometimes.
So deceiving. So, some of you guys out there, if you think we're crazy making a call, hey, you come look at this, and then you come look at the table.
Yeah, sometimes you get 2 different views from it.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna check out what we're looking like online there, Ray. I'm gonna see what we're doing here.
A little bit long here. Just pocketed.
And he does it.
Very good, very good.
Ties it up. Matt Rezendes, run zoo. 3-3. 3-3. Fantastic.
Well, Nelson comes over from the sideline. The coach came over from the sideline.
I said, hey,
Gave
hey, kid.
Run a coffee.
Hey, kid. What are you doing here?
Okay, run. Let's go. What are we going to do here? Oh, from the center of the table. See if he cuts the cuts the break here. I'll go straight into it. We're going straight in. That's the
All right,
pretty good
he's
shot from Matt.
yeah, he's looking looking at a wide open table there. I mean, there's a couple of things he's got to contest with, but for the most part, it's really all about that 6-ball. That 6-ball is really the issue here.
Yeah, because of the 5 to the 6, but
Yeah, that 6-ball is really just the big piece here. Matt knows how to get around the table, and that's going to help a little. It's going to give him a little bit more of an option there to shoot it up in the corner where he's aiming for the 3-ball.
this is
a
how's
touchy
he
one.
gonna hit on a 4-ball here? That's the only problem.
Yeah, that is the problem. I really don't want to see him chuck this into the pocket and bobble it.
I think he should thin the right side of the 3 and bring the cue ball around the table, down by behind the 7-4 area.
Say again, you think he should be playing safe here?
Yeah, 'cause I don't think he's going to be able to get on the 4.
Oh, well, he did play safe. That's pretty good.
Yeah, if it was that type of shot there, but let the cue ball come all the way around the back down table.
We're tapping out just about 100 viewers right now. It's pretty good. Glad you guys are tuning in. Glad you're enjoying the show. If you got something you want to say, get into that chat and let us know what you think. And again, short.
I think that was a good decision to do that. It wasn't an easy safe to shoot.
But again, that was him coming up a little bit short versus coming along. He's always been short, and I think that's just his adjustment on the stable here. You know, the rails are a little bit faster, and you got to make that adjustment. Got to expect the ball to go a little bit short and make that adjustment.
It's going to be tough to do anything with that 6.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing that I'm seeing with the 6-ball is really just getting underneath it. But
yeah, and he's going right towards it.
You know what? He's playing safe here. That's a real smart play there. He's going to roll the cue ball right behind this 9-ball and just sit him right on it. Very good thinking on Matt's part. Very, very good thinking.
Yeah.
I would have liked to have seen him hit the back rail and sit right behind the 9-ball to eliminate that 1-rail kick.
But that's
very containing.
That's what we were talking about earlier, to where you run out until you get down to your trouble, and then you
give the guy even more trouble.
Yeah.
It's okay. I thought I was done with you. I'm going to give you more trouble now, kid. All right, run, submitting ball in hand to Matt Rezendes. Got the Rolling Stones jamming in the back.
It does.
Nice shot there. Good side of the ball. He can just roll it up above the 8-ball.
Yeah, he's gonna probably try to play 3 rails around. Maybe not.
No, he's going to play very natural stuff. He's not been comfortable with his rail speed, so he's just going to kill it right there and shoot the 9 in the other corner. Ooh, he's drawn right underneath.
Yeah. How do you like that?
How do you like that one?
I'll show you what I'm going to do.
GGYFF. We'll let you guys figure that one out.
GYFF, yeah.
Yeah. All right, Matt Rezendes going up 4-3 over Run 2. This is his first lead of the match. This is his first lead. I believe he's won 3 games in a row now, right?
Yeah, at one point it was 3-1. Somehow we forgot to mark that point, but yeah, it was 3-1.
Yeah, we got that. So, 4-3. Matt's won 3 games in a row here. And again, we are at the 8th Annual Budweiser Classic at Snookers in Providence, Rhode Island. $5,000 guaranteed first place.
Broadcasting live.
And these are the awesome digs that we have in this pool room.
Yeah, it's the main dining room. And what I was talking about earlier last night, Mayweather McGregor, that was wall-to-wall people.
And we had about 15 rows deep, a sea of people in the parking lot that weren't allowed to come in. And
we were at capacity. We can let anybody else in, so people watch from the parking lot. We have an outside patio. So I wish I had a grill out there making burgers and hot dogs. I would have made a fortune.
Yeah, you're not kidding. Ray, not for nothing. I want to get a little stand going.
Yeah,
a little food truck action, something like that. Hey, I'm down for anything, bro. Remember, we don't need all of it, Ray. We just need a little piece.
A little piece. He kind
Remember that, folks.
Stiff-racked himself a little bit on that, but the ball spread well, and he got a shot at the one. Back cut this and come across and get shape on the 3.
He's got a back cut on the 1 ball. Complete back cut here. I know he knows this shot. And he executes just like he knows he can. Now, in this position, he's up 4-3. Does he take a flyer at the 9 ball here? Is he playing that combination, playing it right over the 4 ball? Or is he going to cut the ball? I mean, he's making that 9 ball in the corner.
Yeah,
he's shooting at the 9, I think. I mean, maybe he's thinking of playing like the carom and play the carom off the 9 free ball in the corner and hoping that 9 ball finds its way into a pocket as well. Maybe caroming off the 4 ball in the other corner.
I mean, he did look to play the 3, but he's going to make sure if he does, well.
Yeah, you can tell by his facial expressions there, he didn't think that was going to be the reaction when he followed through.
Well, he was trying to carom off the 9 to make the 3 in the corner pocket. He missed. That happens.
Kerry McCall, if that break cue is diamond wood. I knew someone would know. Diamond wood, huh?
Diamond wood.
You got any of that laying around, Kerry?
Diamond wood, that's what they use for the diamond tables.
Oh, hey, who knew? Is that how they came up with that name?
I don't know. Ask Kerry.
Hey, Kerry. Hey, dictionary guy. Encyclopedia Britannica. Where did they come up with the name for diamond pool tables? Did they get it from the diamond wood used? Or was it the opposite? Did they find this wood somewhere in a fairy tale land, a fantasy land, and they were like, hey, we're going to use this just for diamond tables. Just for diamond pool tables. Run, executing. Nice inside English there. Gave himself a little angle. You see him punching this drawn out, or you think he's going to go forward?
I've seen him go forward more on shots like this than the draw.
Looks like he's contemplating that right now.
Yeah, he's more of a forward player. Kind of like the Filipino spin to it type, you know?
Yeah.
Ciao.
There it is. Coming up a little bit short. I see him just sending this to the bottom rail, trying to roll the cue ball above the 8-9 towards the top of the table.
Play the safety or go for the shot?
I don't know. He's down a little bit. Yeah, he's going to contain. Yeah.
That was a good decision. I like that.
Got to agree. Got to agree there. So we're going to get to see some of Matt's kicking skills. Again, folks, sorry for the blur there. A couple of settings on that camera there. We're not going to completely not use the overhead, but occasionally we're going to have to deal with that fuzz. Oh, sorry about that.
Matt doesn't look like he uses any system for kicking either, because he's just kind of eyeing it from standing in one position, just trying to look. Yeah.
And he connects there. He's going to leave. He's going to leave run a favorable shot though.
Yeah.
And the 8 ball does pass the 9 ball. You can get the cue ball past the 9 ball to pocket the 8 ball.
Yeah. You don't want to. You want to stay on the side that the cue ball is on right now for the 8. You don't want to cross that line. Then you'd be bringing the 9 ball into play. But looks like he did fine. Draw shot, nice.
And it's looking like we're going to be all tied up here. And
there we are.
And he makes it happen. We're tied up at 4 games apiece in a race to 6. $5,000 up for grabs. We got some comedians in the building. Love it. All right, back to the action here. Run. Double checking his rack, making sure everything's stuck together there. He doesn't like it. Re-rack. I love it. Yep. I love that. Double check, double check. The
only one I've seen do more investigating on a rack. He doesn't accept. He doesn't accept that.
Again, one more shout out to our guy Kevin Baccio, the king of the break on this table all weekend. That guy, I mean, he pocketed a ball looking at the ball. Pretty good.
He did. He did. Is he still in the house, or?
No, he had to get out of here. I think he was rolling with a carpool. He was rolling with a carpool, so he had a couple of folks in his car. I think he rode down with a couple of guys or something like that. So he was eliminated earlier today, but he did very well. I forget which place he ended in. I want to say he was 7th, 8th, something like that. I believe Kevin Baccio ended in 7th, 8th, which was a very strong finish in this event. That was tough. He showed up today and took out Samut. Sam, he took him out.
Which line you on? I think did we change lines here?
No, I don't think so. So we got our guy Jared D'Amalia over here, our hot seat guy. I think I see a little smoke coming off of your hand. This guy's on fire. It is true double elimination, sir.
Okay, Matt, what are we going to do? It said pocket, just follow up.
I don't know who they are. I can't even see it. No, they just got here a little while ago.
We got issues?
Nah, we don't have issues. We never have issues. We have adventures, Ray. No issues. Come on, you know how it goes. Somebody says one thing, we say, hey,
that ball
we can handle it.
Rolled out on him.
You're going to get that on equipment like this. It's fast rail, so it's going to come out sharp if it just even grazes the rail. And also the tight pockets here, so.
Oh, does that 3 go to that pocket between the 7 and 8?
I'm going to say it does.
Oh,
but you know what he says? I don't even want to find out.
Yeah, you know what? I didn't think he was able to pull that like that. That was a really nice shot.
He said, we're not going to find out if that 3 ball goes over there, so. Sorry, Ray, you don't get to see it.
Well, look at this.
I'm looking to get comfortable.
A newfound stroke.
Oof. A little bit overzealous. Got to calm down a bit. Matt's going to have an opportunity here. I think we're going to see a little bit of safety play.
Yeah, that cue ball might be going behind the 5.
Might. I guarantee you that thing's back there. How much of it can he see? I know he can see some of that 4 ball. Think he's going to try to pocket it in the side pocket there? Is that what he's doing? Run, grabbing his chalk, taking his time, take a deep breath, do some deliberations, and then execute.
Well, whatever you decide, attack it.
That's right. Execute teeth right in there. Pow.
Yeah, and he did. He attacked it pretty good. He had a pretty good beat on that.
Absolutely. He's going to leave Matt a pretty average shot in the side pocket there. I will say, though, with what he has to do with the cue ball, I've seen this shot missed by spinning the ball too much and coming underneath the side pocket. The guy overspins it. I've seen that happen quite a bit.
I like coming straight down at the 7 that on that particular one. Had he made the ball, come down straight at the 7. If you make it by the 7, you're good. If you go into the 7, you're still good.
I like that.
It would have been kind of hard to get behind that 7 coming straight at it.
Yeah, me personally, I like to come in towards the 8 ball coming around the table there. I like to pound that shot there, but percentage versus preference. We got to make that a book too, Ray. Run, taking his time here. He's looking around the room, glancing over at some of the spectators, letting them know he is trying. I mean, all of these guys have extreme heart.
Hey, look at that!
Look
Good
at that.
Shot.
That was his adjustment there. That was his hit it nice and easy. Don't blast it like he's been doing with his bank shots, and he's made the adjustment, and he's coming out good now.
Good shot.
And here he comes. Gonna come down the table just a bit. Ideally, he'd like to be slightly under the 7 ball there, but doesn't want to go too far.
He popped that ball a little too heavy.
Again, that's literally just that speed control that he's still struggling with just a bit.
He would have been better off just using inside English and going to the side rail and coming down.
Looks like he's attacking this shot. I mean,
yeah. Oh, I think he's going at it.
Yeah, he's cutting this ball in. He's not.
Cue ball should just come higher at 9.
And he does pocket the ball. Nice shot. Now, you try to get fancy here. You just roll this thing in pocket speed, shoot the 9 in the top corner.
Looking at the angle, I don't know. I mean, if you can stay close to where you have a straight shot on the 9, that wouldn't be bad to do.
I don't feel comfortable hitting this thing too hard. I'm going to step out for 1 second. I'm going to update our music here.
Okay.
Not really sure what's going on in there.
And it looks like he might be straight enough to where you just shoot the 9 ball back up table.
And
wow,
he powers it in.
He fired at that ball. That was a good stroke.
He did.
Wow, look at this. That was a great shot. Run. 5-4. Okay, Mike. It looks like Mike found the problem with the music. I heard it come back on. Not many people here tonight watching. I figured we would have a few more locals than what's here tonight. It has been a long weekend. Had the Mayweather-McGregor fight last night here. Kind of here till like maybe 3 a.m. Okay, Matt with his Diamond Wood break cue. The balls didn't separate so quick. It looks like he had a lot of spaces in that rack. Well, let's see if Run can continue where he left off here. Nice free stroke there. Well, you're fortunate he went full into the 7 ball. He's attacking his shots though. That's the good thing about what I'm seeing right here. He's just shooting right at it. He's trying to focus on it. He has a finesse stroke. Very Filipino-like type of stroke.
Looked like Run was trying to put the cue ball behind that 6, 8, 9 cluster there.
Well,
either way, he's going to get another shot here. I'd like to take a quick peek to see what that 6-9 looks like, because it looks like that's going to be the final shot of this rack, if that works. Oh yeah, that 6-9 is definitely on. If you can get a good position on that 5 ball, whoever gets to that 6-9 is definitely going to be in a good position.
a little stretching on this. Oh, excellent.
And he comes above. It's looking pretty good.
I don't know. You might have to look to go into those balls now. That's what he
And
did.
he likes to not play the combination. And look at,
I
not for nothing, I like this better.
Yeah, I like that better.
I like this better than playing the combination.
He had to play to go into those balls.
He was probably doing as I suggest.
See, there's
Take your notes.
nice finesse stroke that he has.
He missed a couple of those combinations earlier, so he said, you know what? I'm not playing that combination. I'm going to open up the balls and do what I do best, which is pocket balls, just like this.
Well, I can tell you that was a pretty good string of balls that he put together
Right.
there.
Run Sue over Matt Rezendes. The room erupting, giving him some love. And we are going to have another match in just a few minutes. That's going to be our finals. So somebody's going to walk away with $5,000 cash. Congratulations to Matt Rezendes in his 3rd place finish. Great shooting. We're going to congratulate him, but I'm going to end this recording.